We going now? I can't hear any of these guys. I don't know if you can hear me stream. I can hear anybody else? Like, they're all completely muted for me. Yeah, it's pretty baked. You can tell just by looking. There's a duck stream right now. World Gen messed up. World Gen messed up. I guess we gotta wait for him to fix it. I'm the only one who did this right, I guess.
Young base god.
There we go.
Wait, are we supposed to unmute
It's
our
just
mic?
me and you right now, Ken. The stream can't hear anybody else.
I must
Oh,
have
we got Step 2.
somewhere.
Everybody except World Gem is live. They can't hear the one person that's supposed to be talking right now.
Dude, he's about to be pissed. I don't think we're supposed to do this. I think
He's
we're supposed
on.
He's gonna be like, I told you guys not to do that.
We should like tell him. Can't hear you.
Yeah. I'm getting nothing from you as well, World Gem.
Oh, my bad.
There we
There
are.
we go. Your mic was off the whole time.
Oh, shit. Okay, so, welcome to Skullcasts, the Skullgirls video podcast. I'm your host, World Gem. So,
Hi, World Gem.
Hi, everyone. So, I'm here with Ken and Black, Duckator, and Severin. So, starting with Ken, what are your main characters in Skullgirls, and what's your gaming history, or like what other games are you playing right now?
Dope. Hi, I'm Ken in Black. I use in the infinite version, or the Touch of Death version, I use Parasol and Double, and in the PC one, I put Cerebell in the back of that. And I started fighting games by playing Third Strike. I learned how to play Dudley and not care. And then I went to Skullgirls and I learned how to use Parasol and not care. So.
Alright, cool. So, Severin, give us a little bit of gaming history in your mains in Skullgirls.
I started fighting games with 3S as well. I played Oro and Urian, and kind of moved on to anime stuff with BB, Bit of Melty, and Bit of Guilty. I got into Skullgirls because Mike held a lot of BB sessions at his place, and pretty much all of the BB players kind of became impromptu testers, and I kind of just stuck with it, or it's that or Stockholm Syndrome at this point. So that was my SG.
Okay, so Duckator, how about you?
Alright. I started playing Skullgirls since it was out, and I've been following it even since before it was out. Like, I've always been a big fan of Marvel 2 and Guilty Gear and stuff, and that really appealed to me. And since then, I've won EVO both years it's been there, and that's pretty much my history with this game. Ooh.
But what other games have you played or are currently playing alongside of Skullgirls?
Alright, the games I'm currently playing, well, I'm not taking it seriously, Skullgirls, but I'm playing KOF on the side, KOF 13, and a little bit of Guilty Gear. And I did play Persona for a while Skullgirls wasn't really getting any kind of activity at all, but I dropped it since then. I might pick it up with the new version though. It looks kind of fun. Oh yeah, I played Arcana Heart for a while too.
Oh, cool. Alright, so what were your favorite or most memorable moments at EVO? Let's start with Severin.
That's a difficult one. Honestly, I'm going to like exclude my home button nonsense here, but like opportunity, like I'm going to entirely blame the stick I was playing on because my usual one has home as start and select at the same time because I'm on a Cthulhu board. But favorite moments, honestly, just getting casuals and like salty sweet against Inugio, against everybody else, and getting to try all sorts of wacky shit outside of a tournament setting, and kind of just really getting seeing what I've been missing really with GGPO. I've been kind of a bit disillusioned with how its own quality, and offline SG is a world of difference. So
Yeah, that's
I
for
can't
sure.
think of anything like in particular in any Evo set. Watching Chaos Muffins utterly destroy Inugio in his second round match against him was really entertaining, but that's about it for highlights as far as I'm concerned. I'm pretty sure like either Dr. Ken is going to come up with something and I'll be like, shit, yeah, that was right.
There's so much stuff though, man. There's so
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
stuff.
All right, Ken, how about you?
There's a lot. Hitbox Arcade for one. Shout
Yeah, that
outs
was fun.
to the Hitbox Arcade guys for letting us like run train on their house. That was so dope. Just I got to meet everyone that night. It was so cool. So many people like taking the online name to the face was really rad. Because like the year before, there was not that many people. If you really think about it, in terms of like hella people that showed up, there wasn't that many. Like Sev, Duck, but like the year after, that's when like everyone rolled through. So that was pretty ridiculous. And just like top 8 all over the place. Top 8 was dope. And yeah, top 8 was rad. I choked super hard. I'm holding Japanese meat right now, and I have to accept that. But yeah, and then just the casuals in general. Shout outs to the Dirty Dollar. Shout outs to all that. It was a really beautiful time, man. Like it was really, really cool.
Yo, shout outs to Bella Pong.
Bella, just there's so much stuff. It was definitely one of the most fun moments I've ever had related to Skullgirls. And yeah, just offline Skullgirls. If you haven't experienced offline Skullgirls yet, please do. It's less frustrating. People are way more nice.
So much more enjoyable.
So much more enjoyable. Like, oh god, it's a good go to Evo, guys. It was a lot of fun, man.
All right, Duck Hitter.
There were a lot of great moments, like meeting people, whatever. But the one moment that really stood out for me was getting up on that stage for the first time. I've never been on a stage that huge to play a game
Yeah.
like that. This is that huge screen, and like the whole crowd of people in the back, and those speakers just like shaking the stage whenever you do a super. Like that really stood out.
Yeah, it was really loud. Must have been really nervous.
I wasn't ready for that. That threw me off a little. But I got lucky.
That threw me off, and I was in the audience. I wasn't even like playing. I was like, holy shit, that's loud. Actually, I think I forgot to do myself for history and Evo. So I'm World Gem. I started out with Melee, and then I moved on to Blaze Blue after, like, so I started off with Melee. I got a little bit good with Melee, but then I figured out that I didn't like the stuff like going through shields and stuff, so I picked up Blaze Blue. I really like CT. Yeah. So I played Blaze Blue for like the longest time, and then I've been following Skullgirls since fall 2011. And my favorite Evo moment was basically a lot of what you guys are like. Meeting people in person, like the people that you meet online, was like amazing. And top 8 was amazing. And the post top 8 Evo dinner, which I'm so sorry, Duckator, that
Yeah,
I didn't get you to.
it's fine. I had my own dinner.
Oh, I didn't get to go to that either, by the way.
Oh man.
Nice top 8 dinner. Top
That's
6 dinner.
To experience next year, because until you've had bacon baked into your waffles with fried chicken on top, that's
I'm so mad. Me and Winnie weren't there either, so it's like a top 5. Duck, you didn't go?
I went with the Chicago people to some other restaurant.
Me and
I had
Winnie
like
just
a,
ate
I had a $30 steak. And we
Me
all
and
got
Winnie
free
just, like-
shots.
Me and Winnie just ate like Johnny Rockets by ourselves. Like, girl, I'm like, how depressing. Dude, top 5 dinner, shout outs. Oh,
5.
good.
Oh man. And then for
Oh
me,
yeah, who won between you and Winnie? Because I know that still wasn't settled.
No, we never settled that because like when we got home. All right, so apparently like me and Winnie tied for 7th, right? And we're like, we're in real life best buds. He lives down the street. So if you don't know who Winnie is, he's the best Philly in the East Coast. Duck Gator, you count as Midwest. Don't get mad. So like we needed to settle who was gonna win, and like when we got home back to Virginia, neither of us wanted to play SDE. You're like, do you want to play that right now? He was like, no, we could just both. So yeah, we just agreed to tie for 7th.
I just want to say, Severin, your microphone is kind of weird, so whenever someone's talking, you end up getting muted. So I'd like everyone to please be quiet whenever Severin's talking, because his microphone's weird.
Anything?
I can try increasing my mic levels. However, all I'm doing is I'm just muting between things because apparently I live in a wind tunnel and I don't have a headset with me, so I don't want to echo everybody.
Oh, I see. But it is true, like, whenever you're talking and then someone, like, makes a noise or something, you get muted, like, temporarily, and then we miss some stuff that you say.
Alright, good to know.
Okay. So, now, going from SDE to the PC version, how are you liking the changes between those two versions? Like, do you think a lot of them are good or bad, or what would you do differently or add or remove?
Okay, can we make Hit Stop on Super Flash a completely separate subject to talk about later?
Please.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure we're going to have some opinions on
Okay.
that we're all going to have a somewhat similar issue, but I think it's just going to be a separate topic.
Okay, so aside from Hit Stop, what general changes of the game do you like, dislike, good, bad, whatever? What do you think of them?
At this point, I think Undizzy's pretty much doing its job. You can't go. It's kind of enforcing Mike's general philosophy a bit better, in that he wants you to kill with a bunch of short combos. However, you still have the option to go for longer shit with a shorter starter to get your ideal hit. I feel that the characters remain relatively unchanged, with the exception of maybe Peacock and Parasol a bit. Parasol has all the right changes. The air tier toss change is everything for corner pressure. You get to just do whatever you want, and it's really nice because before, I think one of the most redeeming factors about Parasol in SDE was not necessarily that she did damage herself, but she could set up situations where she could just DHC or tag or do whatever and get the kill that way. And in this version, with her actually having to rely on herself for damage, you're maxing out at around 7.8 mid-screen and around 7.4 corner. So you need to be able to keep up that pressure, and if you want to kill. And the increased pressure kind of lets her wait out a lot of the undizzy timers, so you can actually get hits a lot differently than, say, like Bella or Ophelia, where you're going for the next hit immediately after your combo ends. So, as far as my own characters go, I'm really happy with this. Double feels like a complete character now, with the new dash and some of the gunshot changes letting me play a bit more keep away as well, while I can just use her as a meter battery.
She's a lot more multi-dimensional now than she was before.
Well, just the dash itself imparts so much of that for me.
I always felt like Parasol was always a solid character, and like her being able to keep the pressure and like get a lot of resets kind of like...
Personally, SDE, I think Parasol's greatest attribute was her ability to set up the tag.
Set up the tag?
Yeah, to let either Double or Philia do the rest of her damage once she got the hit.
Oh.
Because, like, there's only so much you could have done in SDE. She was maxing out at 7k, whereas Philia was doing 11k in the corner, Bella was doing way more. Fortune could do whatever the fuck she wanted. Just...
So you feel
You
that...
still can.
So you feel that Parasol was too weak because her damage was so low, so she had to rely on other characters in order to get good damage?
Not necessarily weak, because she still could do things, it's just that everybody else had stronger offensive options from the general reset-oriented gameplay, if that makes any sense.
I see.
Because, like, if you weren't going to kill somebody, you were going to do your full combo, maximize as much damage as you could, and then go for the resets.
Alright,
Or at least that's how I viewed the ideal of STE.
yeah, for Parasol.
Indeed.
What about Ken and Duck Hater? What do you guys think of the changes between SDE and PC?
Doug,
I think
you want to go?
Undizzy works. I hate it as a concept. I hate like how you have to keep track of undizzy as you're doing the combo, as you're doing other stuff. But I'm not gonna deny that it does its job well. I mean, I think something should be changed, but I don't know what exactly that should be. I mean, I understand. Oh, one thing I gotta say about undizzy, I hate how it carries over when you kill a character or when you snap. I mean, I could understand why snap, because then you just do a really long combo, you do a snap out, the other character comes in with no undizzy, but when you kill a character, it should just erase completely, and that really annoys me.
Yeah, but the reason why it doesn't reset is because, like, the incoming character has to take the mix-up, so they're in a position where it's a forced mix-up, and they don't have an actual chance to, like, get away from you or retaliate. So so the incoming character's at a disadvantage. So that's why they would have done this either.
If I could add, another thing that I think is kind of infuriating about it is how it doesn't reset on tag either.
Yeah.
Somebody mashes on hard tag and you cannot punish them because their stun is already maxed out.
Wait.
I didn't know that before.
Yeah, does that actually? That's whack as.
Yeah, I think that's something he just missed.
Yeah, no. Mike, it was a thing that Mike was asking about earlier because he was saying, hey, what should be resetting stun? And one of the things that was definitely being discussed was tag, because right now, if you max your stun out, they tag, what are you going to do about it? They have all of this health, you could snap the point back in, but at the same time, you're spending meter because they mashed out a tag.
I was saying something before, like, he was asking for, like, bugs and stuff with undizzy, or, like, what should reset undizzy. I had a suggestion where it would, like, if you counter hit them, it removes some undizzy. I think that would be, like, a fair thing. Or, like, if the defender tags, I think that at least some undizzy should probably come off, because that means they got a chance to reversal.
I think all of the undizzy should come off when they tag. I mean, they're mashing tag. You should be able to punish that with a full combo.
Yeah, take that, TJ.
That's so true, though. But
is.
I'll stop.
Has he even played the PC version? I haven't seen him.
No, I've seen him on PS3.
He's completely disappeared for me. I cannot find him. He doesn't come in IRC anymore.
Yeah.
I haven't seen TJ either. I saw him on PS3 once playing. I forget.
He's gonna get top 8 and disappear forever.
So,
sounds good to me, man.
So finally, Ken, what do you think of the differences between SDE and PC version?
It's way more fair, dude. In my opinion, I think it's stupid. It's really stupid still. The game's really whack. In a good way. Like, every game's whack, but it's like you get more chances to play and redeem yourself. Instead of just like, oh, I got hit. Well, that was fun. Like, there's not that much of that. So, from the little I played, it's more fair. I think undizzy's fine. I don't know. I haven't played enough of it, but I guess keeping track during the combo could be pretty annoying. But I never get that far yet because I'm terrible. But what else is about hit stop is a separate conversation that I have things to say about it too. But
maybe I should bring up hit stop in segment 3.
Who knows?
Good idea.
I'm about it.
All right.
But I like where Parasol's at. I think she's perfect. In my opinion, I think Parasol's perfect. I don't think she needs any changes. I don't think she needs any buffs. I don't think she needs any nerfs. I think she's perfect. I agree with Severin. What's up?
I was going to ask Duck what he thought about his character changes.
Oh, yeah. I think double is just fine now. She's fair. I don't think cat head should have been 2 meters. Not with the macro removed. That was never really a problem. The problem was the macro itself, not that it costs that much.
I agree.
Yeah.
But he did buff cat heads to make it more worth the meter. So
I don't think so, because he added
you that the block stun and hit stun change is a bit of a nerf.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
With double the block stun, it is super easy to trigger absolute guard on everything, and it's so you have to deal with them absolute guarding everything. Sure, she has like item drop cross-ups, item drop overheads, but it doesn't matter if they triggered it on the block stun on cat heads, which means it's harder to leave a gap, which means you leave yourself a lot more open.
They do more damage though too.
The damage is so insignificant that it doesn't matter. I mean,
Yeah.
you're gonna scale your combo afterwards anyway.
Yeah, you don't do cat heads for the damage. You do the cat heads for like the pressure and like the controlling the game.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
SDE, you did cat head so you could do 3 Hornet bombers with Fierces in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you got cat heads to hit in the middle, you tried not to get too many because that fucked up your combo.
Yeah. But I think double's way more fair. I feel like she's a finished product now. I feel like they kind of slapped her together in the first one, and they were like, "Let's just."
They did. That's exactly what they did.
Yeah, it'll be okay. It'll be okay.
Last ditch effort. Like when she first was presented to us for testing, like cat heads had startup invulnerability. Like
yeah.
you could build like 2 meters back with it. And the best part was Mike's reasoning on this. Why does it have startup invulnerability? Because it's a super.
Hashtag Mike.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know if I was gonna say that, but whatever.
I don't. Well, usually some supers have like a frame or two of vulnerability before the invincibility starts up. So you
I
can't.
mean, this has some invulnerability, but it's like 7 frames and it's after the flash or
Yeah.
something.
The
It
invincibility.
does have that invulnerability. I've noticed.
Yeah, it has a tiny amount.
Yeah, I just like how Double's more of a finished character now. She doesn't, in SDE, in my opinion, I think she had to rely on cat heads to do anything at all, really. That's
Eh,
just me, though. Like, she had stuff, but, like, if you had no meters double, that was pretty rough.
Yeah.
I don't know, if you look at top 8, me and Sev, I remember there was one time Mike was commentating, like, our doubles didn't use cat heads for, like, the whole match or something.
And then finally they use cat heads.
Yeah, at the end.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. I just felt like it was tough, but
She could
hey,
do stuff, but now she's better at doing stuff.
She's way
without cat
she's
heads.
way better at doing stuff to the point where you don't necessarily need cat heads anymore.
Yeah, I was skeptical at first when she didn't have her dash at all, but I'm glad they changed that for the better.
Yeah.
She needs that teleport dash because she doesn't really have high low. She just has low throw teleport.
Yeah, she has no. But yeah, man, I really like the new game, man. I just wish I could play it more, but I really like it.
So, what characters or teams do you think are like notably strong or weak right now, and like, what do you think people like are underestimating or overestimating?
I think one of the cool little trends that's come out of the changes is putting Painwheel right in the middle and building teams around point meter gain and then Painwheel in the middle, Double or Bella in the back just for the dumb DHC. Like, Negus is running it, Peanuts is running it, Domo's running it, and I'm sure Domo can elaborate on this better than I can when he comes on. But it's a really fun team concept, just because it builds around like Painwheel's general strength, and you can get her out in an ideal position while still having a safe DHC from like really mashy shit like Double Car.
Yeah.
Into her install.
Yeah, to her install to a really dumb install combo.
Yeah,
I-
Painwheel's combos are so like they still feel like SDE long, but that just might be because of
Yeah.
the hit stop and like how long her moves take to come out.
Yeah, the actual time is long, but the hits aren't really that long. If you know what I'm talking about. Let's talk about Squiggly for a second. I personally think she's the worst character in the game. What do you think?
Like, she does okay damage mid-screen and has the dumb stun reset on Daisy Pusher, but she needs so much support to get in the first place, and you have to put her point because... Fuck. I mean, you could sort of do DHCs to Opera and go in from there, but at the same time, you're sacrificing a lot, I think.
You're gonna want
Yeah.
a DHC out of Squiggly actually. So you do Opera DHC out, and then your next character gets the advantage of Opera. So
I don't know
it's-
about that.
No?
He said
nah.
he said I don't know.
Because Opera is kind of like a safe DHC, like cat heads or install. I was thinking you could use it like that. You do whatever, updo car, whatever, and then do Opera, make it safe, gets quickly in.
Yeah,
From
but
what I
I've noticed that doesn't actually work.
I was just gonna
That's
say
something you would think that would work, but doesn't really do that.
save DHC into Opera. It works if it's at the right position, but you don't want to do it point blank because then they could just reaction super in the recovery.
The thing about that is most supers are point blank if they're blocking it. So
I
you don't
feel
have
like-
that DHC.
What were you gonna say, Ken?
I feel like from the little I played, I can't say that much because the only time I ever got to play Squiggly was against Jailhouse real quick, and he kind of bopped me. But like it was like first game I bopped him, second game he kind of bopped me. It was close, but he won, and then third game he bopped me with Squiggly. Squiggly, she seems like she has a lot of tricks, and like if you don't know what to do against her, like that's it, like that's a wrap. But like once you figure her out, she kind of seems like a one-trick pony a little bit.
Yeah,
I could be wrong, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna take me that long to like figure out what she has. But she has stuff. But like, I don't want to say worst character in the game because I haven't played enough of her. But she's definitely underwhelming from what I've seen on like a viewer standpoint.
Yeah, she seems a little incomplete. She seems like Double was before. I think with
Oh
maybe
no, she's
like
definitely complete, definitely.
The cool thing I like about Skullgirls is like pretty much everyone has like really good offense, but like everyone's weak elsewhere. So like I've seen a lot of Squigglies come up with like new types of resets. So like they would like launch, and then like stands cancel, or they would have like this weird setups where into Dragon Punch, as like a Dragon Punch cross up, or and because like dive kick autocorrects, it's kind of tricky like that, but she suffers in neutral game because her movement is so limited, and she just has like jump hard punch pretty much for like a long range poke, and she has no defense because her stance moves that would be used as reversals have to go through the stance start.
she
Yeah.
has Daisy Pusher. Daisy Pusher got really good.
Yeah,
I mean, you can still do whatever on reaction, though. I think she has the same problems that Painwheel does, actually. So she has that huge jump high punch, so she loses to DP assist. She'll just lose to updo if she does jump high punch. And she can't really do anything in the air then. She has to respect that and just jump around, wait for you to mess up before she gets the hit.
yeah.
She,
And even,
she
like-
definitely reminds. Oh, sorry.
And some of the range argument is also kind of weird because the only way she can really convert off of jump hard punch is if she immediately can't like burns the meter for opera, and that's only on certain hits. Like air to air jump hard punch, you get nothing
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, unless you use an assist.
unless you have updo and you have silver cord or something to convert off of that. But even still, it's really difficult, I think, compared to a lot of other characters.
Yeah.
okay. I think we'll end segment 1 here then. Thanks everyone. Thanks you three for coming in and stick around for segment 3. I'm going to stop the stream now while I set up with the next segment with the next 3 guests. So everyone stick around and I'll be back in a few minutes.
Thank you.
Later.